You throw your weight around this morning. Prove to the devil that you are master. Release upon me an anointing that makes preaching easy. All to the glory of your name. Let lives be transformed this morning. In Jesus' name. Hallelujah. Amen. 1 Samuel chapter 1 verse 14. 1 Samuel chapter 1. Okay, we're going to read 5. Then we'll move to 14. Lord, help me this morning. 1 Samuel. Okay, let's just start from verse 1, and I'll tell you to skip when it's needful. Let's do together. Want to go? Now, there was a certain man of Ramathamizoph of Mount Ephraim, of his name was Elkanah, the son of Jeroham, the son of Elihu, the son of Tohu, and the son of Zuph, and Ephratite. Verse 2.
And he had
two wives. How many wives?
2 wives.
The name of one was Hannah,
And the
name of the other was Peninnah. Hannah was the first wife. Peninnah was the what? But Hannah, Peninnah had what? Children. But Hannah had no children. Let's go to verse 5.
But unto Hannah he gave a worthy portion, for he loved Hannah, but the Lord has shut up her womb.
And as he did so year by year, when she went up to the house of the Lord, so she was provoked. So she provoked her, therefore she wept and did not eat. Then said Elkanah her husband to her, Hannah, why weepest thou, and why eatest thou not? And why is thy heart grieved? Am not I better to thee than what? Verse 14. Let's go to 14. Please go on strings for me.
And Eli
said unto her, How long wilt thou be drunken? Put away thy wine from thee. And Hannah answered and said, No, my Lord, I am a woman of a sorrowful spirit. I have drunk neither wine nor strong drink, but I poured out my soul before the Lord. Verse 17.
Then Eli answered and said, Go in peace, the God of Israel grant thy petition.
Now let's read verse 23. And Elkanah her husband said unto her,
Only the Lord established his work. So the woman abode and gave her sons until she win him.
Until his what? Verse 24, the last verse.
And when she had win him, she took him up with her, 3 bullocks and 1 heifer.
And the child was young. This morning, please sit down. I'll be preaching quickly. And what I title, Why You Are the Only Victim. Why you are what? Can you help me say that to 5 persons around you? Why you are the only victim. Hallelujah. Why you are what? Have you ever felt forgotten? Have you ever come or came to a stage in your life where you feel God has forgotten you? Is anybody here like that?
Yes, sir.
You have come to that point in your life where you say to yourself, like, God has what? Has forgotten. Okay. Thank God you are here this morning. When you study the book of Isaiah 49 verse 15, the Bible said, can a mother forget her sucking baby? God was speaking through the prophet. And he went further and said, even if she does, God will not forget you. So in this service this morning, if there is anyone here this morning, you have looked at yourself and said, God has forgotten me. God has sent me to you this morning to tell you that he has not forgotten you. Because in this morning service, God is about to remember you. I said, 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 grace is about to remember you. I said, favor is about to remember you. If you believe it, shout it like thunder. From the place we read, Scripture gave us the story of a man called Elkanah. The Bible told us that Elkanah was a very rich man. He had money. And in those days, if you are rich, you marry according to your wealth. If your wealth can take care of 5 women, marry 5. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yes, sir. So you marry according to your what? Your pocket. So he was so wealthy and he married 2 wives. But not that he wanted to marry 2 wives, but the first wife, who was Anna, the Bible told us that she could not give birth. Not because she was barren, but because God shut her womb. So Hannah was not barren because she was born barren. She was barren because God was involved in it. So God can be behind some certain downfall. God can be the reason why a man can be poor. God can be the reason why a woman can be barren. I'm talking about God, the same God. But you will agree with me that God does not do anything without a cause. When God wants to bless a man, he blesses a man for a reason. When God wants to curse a man, he curses that man also for a reason. Are you with me this morning? Yes, sir. God shut her womb. Elkanah was so rich that anytime Hannah asked for a car, Elkanah, instead of buying 1, he would buy 2. Is that the Bible said he will always give her double yearly of whatever she asks for. So outwardly she was okay. She had every material thing at her beck and call. She had money. She had all her needs was met, except for one. And I could see someone admiring Hannah from afar and say, oh, this is the kind of marriage I want. This is the kind of wife I want to be. Oh, I wish I can be moneyfied like Hannah. I wish I can have all material things like this woman. I wish I have a husband that can give me double when I ask for one. There are people like that. Huh? There are people who want to be like you. But if they come closer, they may change their mind. A lady was admiring another lady. The lady was looking so beautiful. And she said to herself, I wish I can be like this woman. And she moved closer to her and said, Madam, you're looking so beautiful. I want to be like you. I want to dress like you. I wish God can just bless me like you. And the woman said, are you sure you really want to be like me? And the woman said, yes, I want to be like you. And he held the hand of the woman to a corner and opened her breast. Her breast was rotting. Cancer had eaten her up. I asked the lady, are you sure you still want to be like me? The woman said, sorry, I don't want to be like you anymore. There are people who are okay outside, but inside they are not okay. They are victims of circumstance. They are victims of a sickness. They are victims of a problem. And those are the kind of people I came for this morning. Maybe outside you are well dressed. You are well dressed. You have money, you have money. But there's something inside of you that is eating you up. This morning, if your amen is up to 3, my God shall handle your secret problem. Affliction that you are going through, whatever makes you cry at night, whatever makes you sleepless at night, this morning the anointing of God shall handle it. I said the anointing of God shall handle it. I said the anointing of God shall handle it. I said the anointing of God shall handle it. I said it's about to be handled. I said it's about to be handled. About to be handled. I said it's about to be handled. I said it's about to be handled. But we don't serve a dead God. We serve a mighty God. He's the same yesterday. He's the same today. He's the same forever. When God says yes, no man can say no. When God lifts you up, no man can bring you down. God is on your side. Power is on your side. Never is on your side. Shall I render the sun fire? She looked good outside. Oh, lift your hands above heaven. Say, Lord, I want to look good inside. You're not shouting louder. Say, Lord, I want to look good. I want to look good inside. Take that prayer for 5 minutes. Where you are sitting, I want to look good inside.
I want to look good inside.
In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Hallelujah. There are people you see today, when you go close to them, you understand that what you are seeing outside is camouflage. Am I talking to somebody? Yes. Good or bad, don't conclude people by what you see outside. Have you not seen some beautiful girls? They are so beautiful. They have front, they have back, they are well packaged, straight legs, quiz English. But when you marry them, you discover that they are not wives, they are knives. There are men unpunished. But when you marry them, then you know you married a hunchback, not a husband. Am I talking to somebody? There are people who already have money, they are wealthy, but they don't have a child. They don't have what? A child. Beautiful outside, but they are ugly where? Inside. And you know what made Hannah's case was? In the same house she was living, Peninnah, the second wife, had a child. In fact, not just a child, children. In the same house, same man that sleeps with her, sleeping with another woman, impregnated her, but she that they've been sleeping with for so many years, nothing has happened. Sufferings are bearable when it is happening to everybody. You see that? You understand what I'm saying? If everybody here, if we are going through the same problem, we can console ourselves. After all, not the only one they go through. Eh? Yes, sir. But when you are the only victim, it's unbearable. Right before you, you can see people producing children. And you kind of ask yourself, what's going on? In the same house, you see people producing results, producing testimonies. People coming out and say, last week, someone just paid money to me. In dollars, in pounds. And you're asking yourself, did they cut my head? Did they cut my hand? Why can't I produce? Why am I the only victim? There are people like that. Nothing works for them, but everything works for people around them. Are you with me? But hear me. If it is working for those around you, it can also work for you. When God visits your neighbor, it means God is in your neighborhood. Am I talking to somebody? And if your amen is up to 3, and you shout it in faith, my God is about to visit you again. She was smiling outside, but frustrated inside. But yet, when the husband said, let's go to Shiloh, she will follow the husband. You understand that? She was frustrated in the inside. But the Bible said every year, the husband takes them to where? To the house of God. And she will gladly follow. Why? Your problem should not keep you off church. Your problem should not disconnect you from your God. Are you know what I'm saying? Because it takes only your God to disconnect you from that problem. Yes, sir. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yes, sir. She followed. She said, let's go. No matter how frustrated I am, God is still God. Even if my mates are married and I'm not married, God is still God. Even in my mates, they came to Turkey. I came to Turkey before them. Now they are blessed with houses. They are blessed with cars. And me, I have nothing in my hands. God is still God. God is still God. I thank God for a man like Brother Job. Despite all he went through, he said, I know my Redeemer is alive. Who is a Redeemer? A Redeemer is one that gives to you back what you have lost. In other words, what was Job saying? He said, I will follow this God because I know one day He will not just give me what I have missed. He will not just give me what I have lost. He will bring it in double fold. Speaking of Job, Job chapter 42, the Bible said, and God blessed Job 7 times of what he had before. You see why you don't need to worry? Because the day your breakthrough will come, it will be 7 times bigger than your first one. Who am I praying for this morning? There is that brother that is looking for visa. There is that sister looking for breakthrough. You have not built a house since you came to Turkey. You have not bought a car since you came to Turkey. Nothing good has happened to you. God is sending it to you this morning to pray for you. That when your blessing comes, it shall be 7 times bigger than that of your friends. If you believe in shining men like thunder. That's all. I'm not the rush. Tell somebody I'm not in a hurry. Because when my God shows up, look at them and tell them, when my God shows up, He will give me a blessing that is 7 times bigger than your own. When God wants to visit a barren woman, He doesn't give her wine. But I watched a video of a woman. She had no children for about 15 years, no child. But the moment she was about to give birth, she gave birth to 4. The video went viral. 4 at once. That is the God of redemption. You may be shining now. On my own call. Someone say bitch. Am I talking to somebody? As a Christian, stop eating for yourself. Stop saying, oh. You don't know the capacity of the God. You said, I know. There is something I know. It may take time, but I know. Oh yes. That this God I'm serving is alive. And when He shows up, somebody shall be. So the time you are spending serving God is not a waste. Christians don't waste time. We only process time.
Yes, sir.
Am I talking to somebody?
Yes, sir.
Yet she still went to church. There's something that lady knows. For you to still be dancing when there is no money in your pocket, there's something you know. Am I talking to somebody? For you to still come to church very early, there's something you know. know? The Bible says in the book of Daniel that they that know their God. They shall do what? What I know about God is not a waste.
What I know about God is not a waste. It will never be a waste.
But you just say go church. What you happen? You can't talk, you can't go church. Then they say no worry. This covenant is out when it shows.
The best for last. The best for last.
Said that the last shall become what?
Yes.
I used to know Frank Edwards way back then. Moved from one church to another. They play keyboard, they follow. This guy, what's his name? One EK also. He's a praise singer. The one that's always shouting, he always shouts. He wants Frank Edwards song. I know you like the guy voice in this. Shouts. I was always shouting, they shout. Victor Ike. Edward was his boy playing keyboard there. Moving from one place to another. Only I'll shock you. You know today, Frank Edwards' bank account is larger than Ike's own. Ike can't cough where Edward is coughing.
Yes, sir.
Should I shock you?
Shock me, sir.
The secret is covenant. It's not gift, it's covenant.
Amen. Yes, sir.
It may take you years to practice it. To practice it.
Yes.
Covenant is what makes a Christian relevant. It was not just serving. See, it's very possible for you to be better than your boss if your boss is not following principles.
Yes, sir.
You understand what I'm saying? Yes. As a pastor, if I have an assistant pastor and I don't tithe, and I'm the senior pastor, when it comes to lifting, God does not check title, He checks covenant.
Yes, sir.
And you get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
God does not lift people based on who is the senior.
Their position.
God lifts people based on covenant practice. If my assistant pastor is tithing, making sacrifices, and senior pastor is just preaching, it's not tithing, and it's humanizing, God will say continue. But you see, your hand will never handle anything major. When you see some pastors stranded, check their lifestyle. Because a man of God, you can't be working for God and be stranded. Am I talking to you?
Yes, sir.
If I put it to you, if you are a pastor and you are stranded, it's a sign that there is something you are doing that is not pleasing God. I met a lot of them. I met so many pastors who are they preach, but in the secret, they are prostitutes. They will shout fire, preach fire, fire. On the news, I saw a pastor who was arrested recently in Delta State. He killed 2 of his members. One caught him in an affair with another one. So in order to close everything, killed both of them. He killed the one that caught him. The one that he was sleeping was saying, I could talk. He killed that one. One thing about sin is that it takes you farther than where you want to go. It takes you what? Or further than where you want to go. I just make I just do it small. Come on time. But it takes you what? Further.
Delay.
Am I talking to you? Just what it said. Say covenant practice.
Covenant practice.
So as far as you are practicing covenant, you are not barren. If it is God you are truly serving, my brother, you are on the right track. And sometimes miracles that come late are always the best.
Yes, sir.
The first car is not the best car. The first wedding is not the best wedding. Am I talking here? The first footballer is not the best. Are you going to mention Ronaldo now? Maradona now? In this age? When Maradona was ready, who knows Messi? Who knows Ronaldo? But they were somewhere preparing, practicing the covenant of the ball. Am I talking to somebody? Do you know why sometimes it's not working for you? Because you are off and on Christian. It is diligence. It is diligence that makes people. Anything you are diligent with must make you one day. I'm not saying go and push cocaine, but if you are a diligent cocaine pusher, one day. I'm trying to tell you the principles of diligence. Proverbs 22 verse 29. See that a man diligent in his business is so focused. See a Christian diligent in serving God is so focused. He doesn't backslide today and rise tomorrow. He's focused. The Bible said he will sit with kings, not with men. Am I talking to somebody?
Yes, sir.
How can you tell a woman that has no child every year, say let's go church? I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying. And not just you and her. You still carry Pinana that has 2 children. And Pinana means cosmetic. Pinana is a kind of woman, anything she does, she does it to humiliate people. If she wants to dress, she will dress to humiliate you. To humiliate Hannah. I told us that Pinana means anything that pains Hannah. Pinana had 2 children. But when Pinana wants to carry a child, she will not say, Hannah, help me carry one, let me carry one. Pinana carries the 2 of them. What is she trying to say? Nana children. Go for your own. It begin the hungry you to carry. Go for your own. Those situations were enough to discourage her from going to church. There are Christians today, little has rent. Simon they call church. There's no God. There's no God. I don't think there's no God. There is God. It's just that you don't know God. Am I still talking?
Yes, sir.
Can you still hear me?
Yes, sir.
If you hear me, tap your feet and say, I'm here.
I'm here.
I hear me. If you are here, you are experiencing delay in any aspect of your life, it is an application for double. It's what? An application for double. Sir, Joseph blessed the brothers. He gave them one blessing. They were the first to be saved. They were what? Benjamin was the last. When he was about to give Benjamin, he didn't give him a normal one. He gave him double. After giving him double, he now placed a silver cup inside his bag. Somebody shout, my delay is an application for double.
My delay is an application for double.
According to scriptures. Are you still here? So it's a sign that God has more for you than what you are experiencing. And the Bible said, and the situation pushed her. She did some things that are not. When they got to church, she separated herself from the husband, separated herself from Pinana, separated herself from even the man of God, and went to a corner. In destiny, you are your own. How many of you know in heaven there's only a marriage? When God is going to judge you. There's not like, oh Lord, judge me and my wife together. There's not like that. She separated herself. She did what? There are issues that need your concentration. It's because you have not concentrated on it. It's not a concrete problem. All you need is concentration. And the Bible says she prayed. There are dimensions of prayer you can't teach people. There are dimensions of prayer I can't teach you. There are dimensions of prayer you can't read. Sometimes when we say let's pray, we get a book, a manual, and begin to read. Right? Some of you have a prayer booklet. But oh God, release my what? My money. Which one again? That which must die. By fire, by thunder. But hear me, there are some problems that are beyond prayer manual. Luke chapter 11 verse 1. The disciples cried to Jesus. They said, teach us how to pray. When real problem come, nobody has to teach you anything. The priest was not there to teach her to pray. The husband was not there to teach her to pray. But she was praying. So there are problems that don't answer to 5 steps of prayer. 10 steps to touching God. 20 steps to reaching God. Divine phone number. There are booklets that don't work for some problems. When hell breaks loose, At this point, you go to God without prayer, man. How bad do you want that breakthrough? Can you help me ask somebody? How bad do you want it? People say, I need a job, and they still sit down at home. They are watching TV. You don't want a job, sir. I was discussing with some of my members one time, and they told me that there are jobs you do here in Turkey. You get 1,500 lira monthly, right? Yes, sir. Huh? Yes, sir. Is it you are quiet, man? Yes, sir. What do they call it? Chabu chabu. But there are people that don't want to do it. They are looking for quick access. The one that do not carry hammer, hit that. You answer. They are not ready to start from somewhere. Am I talking to somebody? I was shocked. I was like, so, there's something like that here. I wish I not be pastor. I'll walk. What are you doing with your strength? I can't pay my house rent, and there's 1,500 waiting for you. Somebody says, I don't understand. And they say, shabu shabu. You see the name? So that one may break waist. Hallelujah. But you must take a step. Tell somebody you must take a step. If truly you are tired of poverty, you will not care about your skin or your waist. You will walk. If truly you are tired of running to people for help, are you getting what I'm saying? No, now let's reason. Every month you will run to somebody and say, help me. They'll give you 2,000. Or sometimes some give you 200 lira. Next month again, you are still going to come, Abi? Are you still coming? A beggar should have some level of shame. Even if the person says, don't worry, anytime you need help, come. Be ashamed. And there is one fight, there's something you can do that can remove that shame from you. Do it. For the time being. Am I talking to somebody? Yes, you know, there's a level you can gather that 115. If you can do it for like a year, you'll be free from poverty. Because you don't have plan. You're looking at me more. No, that's where you have to discipline yourself. Because you have a goal. Sometimes you live in a house where there are 4 persons living together, and you break the house rent. To its lowest form. You save. Have a savings. Tell family, don't worry, after 1 year, I will hear your cry. Let me come out of poverty first before I bring you people out. Where I know, even if you don't help some family members, they will not die. Eh?
Yes.
Last 2 months, somebody called me and said, "You need help." I said, "I'm sorry, I don't have. I will see what I can do." My wife tells me now and says, "Stop promising people. Just say them, I'll get back to you." I'll get back to you can be. You know, sometimes some of us, because of compassion, we just want to, okay, well, next week, and you don't know where money is going to come from next week. So just say, "I will get back to you." He disturbed me. I said, "I will get back to you." He never see rich. One more done. That's it. I'm coming. I'm coming back to me, sir. 2 months gone. And I called him. I said, "You are still alive?" He says, "I'm still there." I said, "So you don't die?" But you told me that time that if I don't help you, you will die. You are still breathing. He says, "I will just have to." I said, "Continue like that." Let somebody fix yourself first. And when I looked at the life of Hannah, I discovered some things. I will just say quickly. I will pray. Why was Hannah the victim? Number one, someone shout bitterness. Shout bitterness. The Bible told us that she was in sorrow. She was bitter. And God shut her womb. And God did what? And one thing about bitter people, they don't have friends. They don't have friends. There are some people, when they have problem, because of their problem, when they come to church, they don't talk to anybody.
You're right.
As if say that you cause the problem. They just come to church. Maybe somebody just dance, just touch it. And they have a special seat at the back where nobody will touch them. Such a people, God closes their womb. Isolation. They isolate themselves. Too much isolation makes you late. God closed her womb because she was bitter. Bitterness. She was not just bitter, she was filled with it. That's why there was no space for joy. There are some people, they don't have joy. From morning till night, their face. No matter what you do to make them happy. It's always bitter. And there are breakthroughs you cannot get in your life until you pour out the bitterness in you. Until you pour out unforgiveness. Until you pour out resentment. There are breakthroughs you can't get. You can't carry bitterness and expect to carry sweetness. They don't agree. You can't be filled with bitterness and and expect to be filled with peace. You must choose to be better, not bitter. Because holding on to bitterness is like drinking poison and expecting another person to die. Even when someone is celebrating around you, your face is like one pan-beaten motor parts. They say, let's thank God for this brother. It has happened for him. Let's thank God. I'm going to say, this kind of person will not celebrate it. Bitterness. That your own has not come does not mean you should not celebrate people's own that has come. Anytime as a Christian, you don't celebrate people. You don't celebrate people for their breakthrough, for their achievement. You are applying for a closed womb. When we say womb, we are not just talking about the place of a woman or the matrix of a woman. We are also talking about, there are so many things that have womb. Even the earth has a womb. Ministry has womb. When the womb of a ministry is closed, members don't come. I know. Members don't what? They don't come. Some may come, they will not stay. They will not stay. Finance has womb. When your womb of your finance is closed, nothing happens. So the womb is a place where anything comes out from. Anything can be money, it can be ministry, it can be marriage, it can be anything. The source of a thing when it is closed. And by the mercies of God, I pray for someone that in any way your womb is closed, if you can shout mercy 3 times, that womb shall open by fire. Mercy, mercy. Shout mercy again. Mercy, mercy, mercy. As you were just shouting that mercy, I'm feeling a reaction. Please write down your list. Say, oh Lord, show me mercy and open my womb. Open your mouth and begin to pray. I don't know, I just feel something. Show me mercy and open my womb. Financial womb, marital womb, ministerial womb. Show me mercy and open my womb. In Jesus' name we pray. Sit down. Bitterness, it imprisons life, but love releases it. Bitterness does what? It imprisons life, but love does what? Releases it. Bitterness is like cancer. It eats upon the host. I tell people, don't worry about people that are not happy that you are happy. It may be that they themselves are not happy with themselves. So you can't expect someone who is not happy with themselves to be happy for you. No matter what you have gone through, Don't let your past make you bitter. Rather, let your past make you better. And she came to church and poured out her sorrow. She came to church and poured out her bitterness. She poured all before God and not on people. Because Proverbs chapter 22, verse 24, Proverbs 22, 24, it says, do not make friends with an angry man. Do not what? With what? With an angry man. So God is saying today, before I open your womb and fill it with miracles and fill it with testimonies, you must first pour out that bitterness in you. Tell somebody, pour it out. Tell somebody, pour it out. Pour it out. To the extent, the husband even came to her and pamper her and said, you are my wife, I give you double. Anytime you ask for something, I give you double. Why are you not happy? Am I not enough for you? More than 10 sons? And Anna said, you are not enough. You are not enough. The cars are not enough. The clothes from my wardrobe, they are not enough. The shoes are not enough. I need a child. Why was Anna crying for a child? She was crying for a child because there was a prophecy that God released through Eve in the book of Genesis. God said to Eve, thy seed shall possess the gates of thy enemies. Thy seed shall bruise the heels of the serpent. So it was a prophecy. So every woman as at that time wanted to fulfill that prophecy. They wanted to give birth to a child. They didn't just want to deliver. They wanted to deliver a child that will deliver them. The reason why your mother cried for you to come is because she wants you to deliver her tomorrow. That is why there is a stage you get up to. You begin to be the one taking care of your parents. But there was a time they were taking care of you. They took care of you because they know, they have seen the future, that a time is going to come. They are going to be depending on you for survival. And if you are here, your parents are old and nothing has left you to them. After this service, I break that curse. Amen. So Hannah cried for a child because she wanted to fulfill prophecy. Genesis 3:15. She wanted to fulfill what? Prophecy. Do not allow anybody to talk you out of what you truly want. Yes, sir. And Kana said, don't worry, we don't need children, we already have 2. And I said, I need 1. God should just open my womb to prove to my enemies that I am not barren. I am fruitful. But I kind of say, don't worry, we are rich. Say no. What was he trying to do? He was trying to talk her out of what she wants. Do not allow anybody to tell you that you can't make it here. No. Am I talking to somebody? Yes, sir. That thing that told you to come to Turkey has something for you. Yes, sir. Tell somebody, you can't talk me out of what I believe. You are not saying it to them. Say it to them very well. You can't talk me out. Why not just come up for talking? Since you come here in your life, yeah, you do. Let them hold it. I have faith that it will work. Am I talking to somebody? I have faith that it will work. You must have so much belief, enough to receive from God. And after she had prayed, the Bible said the man of God looked at her and began to think she was mad. But she said in turn to the man of God, I am not mad. I am just a woman who is trying to pour out her bitterness. And the Bible said to us that the man of God looked at her and gave her a word. Somebody shout a word. A word. Somebody shout a word.
A word.
Shout a word.
A word.
What was the word? What was the word? Turn to your Bible. Let's see what the man of God said. Verse 17. 1 Samuel chapter 1 verse 17. Are you receiving something today? Then Eli answered and said, Go in peace, and the God of Israel grant thee thy request that thou hast asked. That was all she needed. And as soon as the word came, Elkanah carried Hannah to the chamber, to the secret place, and manifested, acting by the word. Some years ago, I was preaching in a church in Kwara State. I held the hands of a lady. She was barren for over 4 years. And I asked her, where's your husband? And he said, that's it, man. I said, okay, come. He came. I was just worshiping God, and God said to me, tell them to buy apple. And I said, go and buy apple. And they bought about 5. And they brought it. And I said, how many children do you want? He said, 5. After 4 years, you need 5. And I blessed the apple. And I said, eat it tonight. As you finish eating it, manifest. And they ate it and manifested according to instructions. Don't just hear the word, act it. Do what? And that same month, she conceived. I pray for someone. This same month, if you act the word, you shall conceive. I say you shall conceive. I say you shall conceive. Your bank account shall conceive. In the name of Jesus. Maritally shall conceive. That's why you need the word. And anytime God releases his word on you, he uses a man as an instrument. But as soon as the baby came, I'm running up. Hello. As soon as the child came, the baby she has been expecting, the baby she went through shame for, finally came. She gave birth to the child. But this was the day or the point where she needed to act on the promise she made. When she came to God, she made a vow. She said, Lord, if you give me a child, I will give him back to you. Just prove to people that I'm not barren. And God answered and gave her a child. But at this point, this same child needed to go back to who? To who? God. You don't understand. After all she went through to get it, now she had to give it up. That's all. It's not easy. Because the baby Samuel stayed with God, stayed with her for 2 years. So for that 2 years, there had already been a relationship between mother and son. One time I called my wife and said, there's a level this boy to grow up to, I'll send him to Nigeria to go to school there. My wife said, why? She can't stand her son out of her sight for a month. Is it a month? People a day say, you miss him. You know, we men, we can go to Nigeria, go and stay there 1 year, 2 years, so that I can hustle well. But a woman cannot. What is this relationship? When it was 2 years, 2 years was about to complete, the husband tapped her. I said, Madam, you remember the vow you made in church? I said, yes. So now, why would you not vow? What was the vow? Take the child, go and give it to God. You don't understand. Not, okay, let the child grow up to a certain age. Then, we'll not give him to God. 2 years. Became. And she said to the husband, she said, I will give him to God, but just allow me weigh him. You know the meaning of weigh? Eh? If you don't know, now I tell you, stop acting like, and you don't know. Eh? Who knows here? To what? To nurture a child. And I said, the moment I finish nurturing the child, I will give him to God. And the husband said, forget that thing. Because if you have to say we should give you 1 more year, you are still going to ask for more years. So the best time to fulfill the vow is now. Go and do it. And he carried the child. I went back to church. As a man of God, it is painful. But the same God that gave this child to me, I am here to redeem it. Tell somebody, first thing first. Shout it out now. First thing first. That was the deal. If you give it to me, I will give him back to you. You see that? A lot of us, we know how to say some kind of stuffs when we need something from God. We know how to tell God all kind of sweet things. Lord, if you can give me a breakthrough, I'll give you half of it. And God finally gives you, let us say, a breakthrough of $100,000. Giving God $50,000 becomes a battle. And the pastor tries to remind you, this man of God is a thief. Tell somebody, remember the deal. It has come to money now, you have cost. Tell someone, remember the deal. She gave the child back to who? Whereas Penina still had 2 at home. So automatically, Hannah was going back to square one. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Hannah was going back to what?
Square one.
And God told me, said it was not about Samuel. It was about opening her womb. It was not about who?
Samuel.
It was about what? Samuel was not the child. Samuel was the test. Am I talking to this church this morning? Samuel was not what? Samuel was what?
Yes.
God took her through all these things just to open her womb and to keep it open. Because what is open can be closed. So the kind of door God wants to open for you is a door that no man can do what? Can shut. If Hannah had held Samuel and not fulfilling her own part of the deal, that would have been the only child Hannah would have had all her life. But the Bible said after she gave it back to God, God gave her 5 more. So the baby was not the baby God wanted to give to her. That was not what God wants to do. God wanted to do more. But he said, let me test her. Let me see if she will. Some people, they will post Samuel. They say, never. And God says, okay. Keep that one. Womb. Close. Have you not seen some women? Some families, they just have 1 child. 1 child, rather. And that's all. If your womb can produce 1 child, why can't it produce another? I was talking to a pastor in Suka, Pastor Olumide. You know, they just have 1 girl. After 1 girl, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, no other one come. It was a concern to him. He said, no, come. You the year God pass me. How far? What is happening? What is happening? He's a kind of pastor. Oh, sorry, I mentioned his name. He's a kind of pastor. His hand is a carbon. Do like this. Even if you beat up hammer, there are people like that. If you like as a pastor, preach to them from Genesis to Revelation. But no, it's not going to fall. So you are done. Enter office. And I said to him, sir, open your hands. Too sticky. That's how some of us will have hindered God's plan for our life. God wants to give us 5, but because we are still holding somewhere, it's okay, die there. That is why some of us, after the last breakthrough we have had, we have not had another one. Because the last breakthrough was not for you, it was a test. But you ate it. Sometimes God gives to you to test you, to see if you will take the breakthrough and run away, or if you will get the breakthrough and give it back to Him. Do you understand? Okay, let me try something. Come. Drop your phone, drop it. Just be praying for a child, a baby, and just be praying. Stand here, sir. Come on, sir. Come on, hold your Bible, hold your book. That's how many then? 2, 4, 5. Give me one more. 6. Oh yeah, then pray. So let's hear you. Let's hear you pray. Stay on my back. Pray. Let's give him a microphone. Let's stand up. I want to hear what he's saying. And make sure you say in your prayer, if you can give me, I will give it back to you. It's very easy to say. Do you know that? I saw some of you last one, you came to the altar and knelt that, Father, if you give me this thing, I will give you back.
Just one. If you give to me, I will return. I will give it back to you.
And God said, okay.
It's just one. Just to put
it's okay in Jesus' name. And God said, no problem. You said you will give it back to me. What God does really need from me? Who are you? Who are you to? What does it need from me? He just want to test you. Okay, since he's saying he will give it back to me, let me see. And God said, okay. Angel, what's your name? Angel Ike. Your neighbor. I'll give it. Take the mic from him, sir. Now, what has happened? God has done what?
He needs more one.
And God will answer, okay. He said, we'll give it back to me. Some people, from this point, you won't see them again.
I'm not here.
They say, God! God will not be calling them. That is when pastor is calling. Will not be calling you. Ross, you don't come church. What's happened? Say, man of God, it's yours. I don't need to organize. And God will say, okay, look at this idiot. I wanted to give him 5 more, but okay, he should die with that one. And from that point, that is what you will use, and he will not come back again after that one is finished. And say, Lord, God will say, I'm robber, I'm robber, I'm robber! You have missed your test! You have missed your test. But what did Hannah do? She carried it and brought it back. Okay. What are you doing?
The same blessing you gave to me, I've come to return it to you.
And God said, okay, because you fulfill your vow, come. This was my plan. Now your womb is finally open. I'm going to give you 5 more, so that people will know that you are not what? Barren. And God carry 5 more children. Why? She passed the test. I look at some of you and laugh. There are lots of you here. In this full church, it's only about 1 or 2 persons that I saw their first fruit. You see all of them? 1 or 2 that came to me at the beginning of the year and said, sir, this is the first thing God gave me this year. here. Even if it is small, this is it. This is the first fruit. So that's one for it's not a cause. So this year is not sure for us. Because we fail test. He that is faithful in little shall be what? Faithful in much. How can God give you small with this seed? So she not give you many. You will lose your money. Tell somebody Samuel was not a child, Samuel was the test. Samuel was not a child. A lot of us, we have closed our womb because of greed, because we refuse to release Samuel. Some of us, our Samuels are first fruit. Some of us, our Samuel is our first breakthrough. Lord, if you give me this, I will give it back to you. Tell somebody there is something about coming back to God. Something about coming back to God. Stand up on your feet. There's something about what? Coming back to what? To God. When God opens a door for you, let him enter first. Tell somebody, when God opens a door for you, let him enter first. So the real test was not that God remembered Hannah. The real test was that Hannah remembered God. You understand what I just said? The real test was not what? Was not that God did what? Remember Hannah. The real test was that what? Hannah remembered God. So your real test is not that God remembering you. God has no problem doing that. The real test is when you remember God. Put your hands above him. Begin to pour out this morning every trace of bitterness in you. Lord, I pour it out. Open your mouth and begin to talk to God. Pour out that bitterness. Pour out that bitterness. Pour out that bitterness. Pour out that bitterness. Pour out that bitterness.
Every trace of bitterness in me.
Pour out that bitterness.
Pour it out. Jesus, every trace of bitterness in me, I pour it out.
Zaka sokote barata shaka.
Zikita dondos iglazia. Mashukata liboratazia. I pour it out. Ikana shotana
Sokoto borokoto.
Dini brokana
Zikate braha shaga rotate. Zure kato sate kato sate. Shala bahata. Zakata barata shaga. Zukete barata. Point out, point out, point out, point out, point out. Point out.
I drop it on her feet.
Zakate beleza. Shakara sutelebraha.
I empty my bitterness, Lord. I empty myself.
Shara hana bala shara hazala bala.